Yo, be there in just a sec. All right, Vivaldi. I love you, but it's time for you to shut up. All right. Hey, what's up? The like one or two people that are here. No, I saw there were like 4 or 5 people coming on and be like, what the fuck? Like, what? Where's this guy at? You're supposed to be on at 8 o'clock. I reset the time to 8:20, so now I'm on like 2 minutes before. So because of that, I'm technically early. So fuck you. Anyway, week 17, my friends. What the fuck are you doing playing week 17? No, I'm just kidding with you. I personally don't play week 17. I did one time. I did last year actually, because ESPN like standard default, they do like that 2-week thing, which I think is weird. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? The 2-week playoff deal, like you play 2 weeks per round or whatever, like for semifinals and finals. It's weird, man. I was in the 16-team ESPN Fantasy Focus League last year. For those of you that watch Barry's show, on ESPN, the Fantasy Focus with like him and Field Yates and Secret Squirrel and all that shit. They did like a fucking show league for the fans every year. I wrote in as my daughter, who was still in the womb, and got on actually in the league, and 16-team league, beat out Stefania, beat out Daniel Dopp, and won the motherfucker. We had to do a fucking 2-week, week 16, week 17 thing. It was fucking bullshit. But thanks to Brashad Perriman, I got some good help there. But anyway, so that's like what it's about. When you play these weeks, when you're playing 16 and 17, 16 is already bad enough because, you got some teams that are already kind of, once they have a good lead, they start sitting people in like the end of third or like into the fourth quarter. But in 17, it's like, as we see here with the Chiefs and all this shit, like everyone just like bottoming out. They're starting their second stringers and shit. I mean, like, it's not conducive to fantasy football play. You spend your whole fucking season killing it with your players, and because they're so good, their teams fucking go to the playoffs, and they're like at the top of the pops there. But like, then you hit week 17, and half those guys ain't playing. So that's why we don't play week 17. But I mean, I know that like some of you either know that or you don't or whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is, that's why, most people don't play week 17. That's why we make fun of those who play week 17. And I had to fucking do that shit last year though. So I get how it goes. Sometimes you do. Sometimes like you're just in a league and they just do it. Sometimes some people like doing it. Some people like find it as a challenge. Like fucking, like you want to prove yourself. You want to prove that you're good at fantasy football. Play week 17, because then you'll know, because it has nothing to do with your starters. It has nothing to do with your studs. It has nothing to do with what you drafted. It has to do with how you can play week to week. It's basically like if you can win a week 17, it's like DFS, like it's the same sort of deal. You're trying to play for that week and that week only. Good morning there, my good friend Matt. Yep, Morning 420, bro. Hey, I got some of that going on at some point here. Anyway, I got my I call it my wake up juice right here. Is Barks root beer. I'm not back on the keto yet. I actually get back on keto tomorrow, so this is my last soda for like a while. But it's my wake up juice. That's how I wake up. So I had to go out and get that. Anyway, so as I was saying, week 17, it's a tough one, but if you're like, balls to the wall, you're hardcore, you play, you play it. I don't, like I said, I don't play it in most leagues, and once in a while I do, like I had to last year. But yeah, if you really want to prove how good you are at fantasy football from week to week 17 is what it is. Like I said, it's like DFS. So, anyway, another thing too, this is the last Tinker Stinker Power Hour, of course, of the season. Last, game of the regular season. For most people, it's like your last game for fantasy. Some people doing like playoff leagues now, which is kind of cool. I like that. But what I am going to be doing for the playoffs, though, I will be doing DFS shows. So if you guys play daily, fantasy, check me out. I'm going to have like at least one show a week. I want to talk about, stacks, comebacks, that kind of thing, strategies with playing DFS, how to play tournament games, how to play cash games. So, it's going to be like a little mix of a DFS 101 for those of you who like, just getting started in it, or you haven't played DFS yet and you're interested. Hey, check me out. I'm going to give you some hints, some tips on how to play, and go over. Like I said, the difference between tournaments and cash games, things like that. What players I like, to stack with. You get a quarterback and a wide receiver stacked together, and then someone to come back in that same game. So we'll talk about those kinds of things. So I'm not going to shut things down entirely. No more Tinker Stinker. This is the last Tinker Stinker Power Hour for this season. But next season I'll be coming back with it even harder. I'm gonna have a new streaming service so I can do a lot more with it than just like the default YouTube one, which you can't fucking do shit with. So it's not that much fun. But anyway, so that's what I got going. Oh yeah, I also got Fantasy 101. So for those of you who are like newer to fantasy football, or like maybe you're trying to get like some friends or family in next year, I suggest everybody, if you play fantasy football every year, get a new person to play. Find someone who hasn't played, like your dad or something. Like maybe your dad likes football, but he's not good with computers or some shit. Just show him how to fucking do it. It's really easy. I did it for my dad one year, and he had a good time. It was fun. Get somebody in on your shit, get whoever you got, your mom, your grandpa, your cat, your dog, whatever. Get everybody to play fantasy football. The more people that we get playing this game, the more the more shit we got. It's just fun. I mean, like the more people like I meet that talk fantasy football, it's just more we can talk about. Especially when we're still dealing with all the fucking COVID shit and all that, it's just good to have something we can all connect on. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing this thing called Fantasy 101. It's just kind of teaches people how to play fantasy football, like the basics and ins and outs. But then on top of that, so even if you know how to play and you're like, fuck you, man, I'm in my championship weeks, I'm winning it, I'm killing it, dude, I don't even know how to play. Yeah, well, you know what? Excuse me. I have some experience playing some pretty big, big money leagues, things like that. When you get into like deep leagues and shit, you need a little bit of extra help. And so I got some techniques and some strategies to use to beat your competition, to help you be the only team out there that's fucking killing it. It's a fun game. It can be tough sometimes, but hey, it's the game we love. That's why we're here. So without any further ado, go ahead. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go over some things, some topics that are coming up. All right, so let's talk about, so I got my rankings video out. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you want to put this on pause and go check out the rankings video, do that. If you want to watch the rankings video after this, go ahead and do that too. The only thing that I'll say is I put that out before the announcement about the Rams running backs and the whole COVID thing, which, by the way, is like fucking total bummer, right? And for those of you who have a question about that, if you want to know who's it going to be, it's Ty Montgomery. And if you don't remember much about him, a couple years ago, dude, he was fucking killing it when everyone got injured on like on the Packers, you know. It was all, like Ty Montgomery came in and fucking killed it, dude. He has the ability to kind of like let's see, what would I compare him to? He's like a pass catching bag, like, you know, he's gonna be like J.D. McKissick, that kind of thing, where he's gonna do, you know, he's gonna catch the ball, he's gonna run. I mean, he's gonna be labeled as running back. He's gonna play kind of a hybrid running back wide receiver, like Curtis Samuel, like, you know, something like that. So, I mean, he's a good plug and play, like DFS play right there. If you have Aaron Jones, we're not talking about Packers. Fuck the Packers. Sorry. I'm thinking because he used to be on the Packers. Sorry, my brain fucked. That's why I need this wake up juice. Wake up with, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But like Drew Brees is gonna want to fucking throw down to him. You know, they don't have he doesn't have Thomas again, you know, so he's got Emmanuel Sanders, Jared Cook, who, like, whatever the fuck he's gonna do, and then it's Ty Montgomery, and Ty Montgomery can play kind of that hybrid role, like I was saying, like Curtis Samuel or J.D. McKissick. So, you know, I expect an all right game from him. Nothing huge. Like, he's good for flex. It's just a bummer for those of you that had Kamara and you fucking killed it last week, obviously. But you're in the championship still now. Maybe you're in an ESPN league and you're in your second week in it, or maybe like you're just in a shit league that makes you play a championship in week 17, whatever. Like, you know, you killed it last week with Kamara, and then this week you don't get him, and that's the problem with week 17. Now that's actually not the reason why he's out. The reason why he's out is because of the whole COVID thing. Hopefully he gets well soon. I'm like pretty sure that he has it, and then the other ones like Latavius Murray and who was the other guy? I can't remember the other guy, but he was also as a close contact guy. So they're not going to be in. So yeah, that's the only. Other than that, everything else is pretty up to date. Now I did get this. God, see, I wish I had like this streaming thing where I could just show you guys. But if you guys have access to it, or you can look it up, just fucking Google it. Or if you have Twitter or whatever, look up Adam Schefter and see what he had this morning. He has this whole like players out on Sunday list. And I'm going to read this to you guys, all right? So here you go. Tyreek Hill, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Sammy Watkins, Keenan Allen, Hunter Henry, Joey Bosa, Dalvin Cook, Kenny Golladay, Damian Harris, Frank Gore, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Cole Beasley, DJ Chark, James Robinson, Julio Jones, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Davis, Jared Goff, Darrell Henderson, Cooper Kupp, Christian Kirk, Tyler Kroft, Carlos Hyde, Joe Hayden, Eric Ebron, Cam Hayward, Marquise Pouncey, TJ Watt, Chris Boswell, Denzel Ward, Harrison Bryant, Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray, David Bakhtiari, KJ Hamler, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Richard Sherman, Thomas Davis, Derek Barnett, Fletcher Cox, Dallas Goedert, Deshaun Jackson, Miles Sanders. Holy shit. Right? And that's just like the players that are fucking out. All right. Some of the players that you're gonna be that are gonna be playing are gonna play for like the first couple quarters and like the first half or so. And if they get enough lead, they're gonna be out. And that's one of the things that people are afraid of, like Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Now, one of the things that I said on my video, on the rankings video, is that I still like Josh Allen. I still like Stephon Diggs. I think even like a fucking first half of them is as good as most fucking quarterback wide receivers combos get in a whole fucking game. So, you know, even if they go out after the first half, I don't know. I don't think they're going to go out after the first half. I think you're going to look at, they're going to be playing like well into the third quarter at least. You know, they have to play for seeding and that kind of thing. They have reason to win. So I don't think that Josh Allen and Diggs are going to be going to drop off the face of the earth. So, play them as usual, I would say. But there's so many different things to take in here. I mean, with the whole Tyreek Hill situation, you got Mecole Hardman back there. That's the number one guy, I'd say. Mecole Hardman. You could put in Robinson if you want. I just, honestly, I think Hardman's the best one because you got Tyreek Hill out, you got Sammy Watkins out. All right. And then, of course, Pat Mahomes ain't going to be playing. So he's not like technically listed as out, but he ain't going to play. So you're going to have, who was it? Hold on. Sorry, give me a second. Anyway. All right, someone was asking a question. How to get onto this thing. Give me just a second here. Like I said, Mecole Hardman, I think, is going to be the top guy there. With Chad Henne throwing to, whoever the fuck is there, they're going to want a security. He's going to want a security blanket. And his best security blanket right now is probably going to be Hardman. I mean, they're not going to start Kelsey. They're not going to play. There's no reason for them. They've already got the first place wrapped up in the AFC. What the fuck's the point? So, I would say Mecole Hardman's the top guy to pick up there. Let's see. If any of you have any questions, go ahead and put them down there in the chat. I'll be happy to answer whatever you got. Otherwise, I'm going to go over the injuries or people that are out, whether they're injured or not, and we're going to talk about what to do about that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out. Lev Bell's going to probably hardly play. So you got to go with Williams on that one. And I think he's going to have a good game. He can play pretty well. And people don't sleep on him. He's a good DFS play. I have him in a couple of DFS that I'm doing. I think he's going to be good. If you're playing the championship game, you probably weren't banking on Clyde Edwards-Helaire anyway, right? So, if for some reason you need a plug and play, like if you're in a deep league or some shit, like a 16-team league, and you can get Williams, get him, pick him up. Yeah, so that's pretty much the only guys that I think on the Chiefs that I'd want to look at right now is those two. Let's see here. And then, Keenan Allen's not going to play. Hunter Henry's not going to play. So all right, I hesitate to say that I like Mike Williams because every time you say you like Mike Williams, then he goes out and does fucking nothing, right? And it's going to be all, Tyron Johnson, right? Or Guyton, or is that his name? But anyway, I think – really, honestly, I think Mike Williams is going to have a good game. I do. Herbert is still wanting to play. He's still wanting to he wants to lock up that rookie of the year shit. I mean, he wants to at least be a contender for that. And to do so, he's going to want to pump up those numbers. He's close to breaking some records. So I really think Herbert's still going to play. And I think that he's going to want to pass to, like I said, Mike Williams. And then Parham, the tight end Parham. Yeah, I think that he's going to be a good replacement for Hunter Henry. I think those are the two that he's going to be throwing to most of the game. I think Eckler still could have a good game, actually. I really do. I still have him up there. And if you haven't seen my rankings video, go check it out. All right. After this show, or you can pause me and fucking look at that and come back and restart from, wherever. So yeah, check that out. Check out my rankings. But like I said, the only thing that's really changed is the Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray thing. But anyway, yeah, with Keenan Allen and Hunter Henry out, you're looking at Mike Williams, you're looking at Parham. So, but and then for running back, don't pay attention to anyone else. Just start Eckler. They might swap them out at some point. I don't know. If you have other options, check those out. Other good options. But otherwise, I think Eckler's still going to play. I think he's still going to be fine. Dalvin Cook is out. And people are like, oh, then I start Alex Madison, right? Have you been paying any fucking attention? Alex Madison hasn't done a damn fucking thing. All right? Alex Madison last year was good enough to be a running back on a fucking team, like a starting running back, right? This year's Alex Madison isn't good enough to play in a fucking Pee-wee league. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Did he fucking take some goofballs over the fucking offseason? I don't know what the hell his problem is. Alex Madison, you kidding me? No, stay away from this guy. There's plenty of other options out there. Like I said, take a look at my waivers, take a look at my rankings, and you'll see. What's up, my man Ryan? What do we got here? He's saying he wants to thank TyRant and the rest of the fellas in the chat. Thanks for the advice. Won your championship last week. Hey, thank you, Ryan. Thank you for coming on and just saying hey and giving some respect. I appreciate it. I'm going to see you next year. I know it. And I'm going to help you win a championship next year too, my man. All right? Hey, you know what I haven't done? The morning pour. What the fuck am I doing? I'm fucking around here. Why the hell? Dude, Matt, you should have told me some shit, man. I'm just kidding. It's not your fault. All right, so this morning I got the Total Domination IPA from Ninkasi. All right? Hey, Ninkasi Brewing. If you haven't tried them out, they're good shit. All right? Total Domination IPA. Now, for those of you who don't know, I live in Oregon. And Oregon is known for, craft brews and shit, right? And craft brew guys, they're always digging on the IPAs. I'm not a big IPA guy. Oh my God, should I lose my Oregon license or whatever? No. I like some IPAs though. This is a really good one. All right, Total Domination IPA, love it. Good shit. Good shit. I just like a lot of the IPAs are too hoppy for me. Like why the fuck do I gotta taste all the vegetables and shit? Excuse me. It's beer. I just want to enjoy a fucking beer. Jesus Christ. It doesn't have to can taste like 45 plants. Anyway. Herbs and spices. Fucking it's not KFC, motherfucker. It's a beer, okay? That's what it is. But Total Domination IPA, nice and tasty. It's got a hoppiness to it, but it's not too hoppy. Nice and smooth. Love it, all right? So here's to y'all. Ryan, congratulations on your championship, and I'll see you next year, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Good stuff, man. All right, that's good. And then, hey, since you mentioned it, Matt, anybody that's out there that enjoys the 420, I guess one guy who's on my case about shit, be like, dude, you should be more professional. What the fuck did you pay any attention to when I started this show? My whole point was dude, I'm not a fucking dude, guy in a monkey suit. That's not me. There's plenty of those motherfuckers. There's plenty of motherfuckers in monkey suits. There's plenty of guys with little their fucking headphones on, going, "Hey, this is who I like this week. My name is here's this guy. Oh, you know what? I like to they can fucking see and do that all day. There's 100,000 of those motherfuckers. There's no one on here telling you, hey, start this guy, fuck that guy. Telling you like it is. Oh, you swear, you all the cursing and the potty language. Nobody's gonna want to watch that. That's not gonna make it to ESPN. Fuck yeah, fuck ESPN. Honestly, fuck ESPN. I'm not a company guy. It's just not how I work. All right. I love a lot of the guys on there. I love a lot of these. There's professional fucking fantasy analysts and shit. That's good. That's great. Not me. That's not how I work, man. I can be professional, but I'm like Howard Stern professional, not fucking Bob Costas professional, okay? So anyway, what do we got here? Hell yeah, Matt saying I'm in the Super Bowl, down 13 points, but I think I'll pull through. I think you will too. We projected 0.2. Okay, dude, it's going to be a great game, man. Keep me posted on that, all right? So anyway, to Matt, this one's for you, my friend, with the Super Marijuana Brothers Super Bong featuring Marijuana and Ouija. All right, my man. Matt, good luck this week. That's for you. All right. So, so since this is the last Tinker Stinker, I want to go over a couple things. Since we don't have any questions going on right now, I will go over more of the injury stuff here in a second. But I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have supported me over this first half year. I started halfway in the season. And let me tell you a little story of what happened, all right? So I was playing some like DFS and like, I always kill it in my regular fantasy football league. But for some reason, DFS has been fucking with me this year. I don't know why. It's weird. So I played some DFS. I had a bunch of shit going on in my life and like just a lot of pressure, a lot of like, what am I going to do next? I'm a caregiver. I take care of people. And that's great. But I need to be able to make some more money. I need to be able to, do some more things in my life. I got all these things that I want to do. I have like these talents with editing and video and fucking writing and shit. I'm good at fantasy football. What the fuck am I going to do? And like, I fucking had a $5. I put down $5, could have won 50. And I seriously came in like one, like Kenyon Drake should have had one more fucking carry or something like that. Or like some fucking thing. And I would have won, but it didn't. And I fucking lost. And I just broke down. I was just like, that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm like, what the fuck, world? I fucking do, like, I fucking pull this shit out of my ass. I figure out who's going to do what. And for some reason, luck fucks me in the face every fucking week. This is why I talk about the fantasy gods shitting in my cereal, because that's what happens. They just fuck with me, man. I'm not going to Vegas. I'm not going to fucking any like gambling and shit because I would suck at it. Gambling, fuck that, dude. My luck is bullshit. My skill is fucking hardcore, but my luck is bullshit. All right. So I had to I went on a walk. I walked all, like 2 hours, just headphones on, just fucking thinking, just a man in his thoughts on a walk, And I was just like, I conceived this entire show, and the little bits I was gonna do, how I was gonna do it, everything about it. And I was like, I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna do it half a year. I'm gonna fuck up a bunch of times because that's what I'm doing. Not the information so much. I'm pretty on with most of that, but the just the way I present it, the content. How to fucking YouTube, how to fucking stream live and shit, man. I'm still learning the ins and outs of that crap. So, so this has been my year to learn shit. And then in the off season, like I said, I've got some videos that I'm going to be doing. So, fantasy 101, things like that. I don't know what else I might do. I'm going to have at least one show a week doing something. Fantasy related, maybe some really early picks. When draft time comes, though, I'm telling you something. For those of you who don't know this shit, here's the thing. You've heard me for half a year, and I've done pretty well predictions, and whatever, and help some of you win some championships, and I'm grateful for that. But listen, what you don't know is this. The Fantasy Tyrant is great during the season, but I'm the fucking master at draft. When draft season comes, you're going to want me around. You're going to want to hit that Patreon down there. You're going to want to pay your $5 and get your advice because I'm telling you, my man, when it comes to drafting, I am the shit. And I'm saying that with no ego. I am the fucking shit when it comes to drafting, dude. I will fucking help you draft the best team every fucking year when I'm in my teams. Every year, 90% of the time, I win the best draft thing. Why? Because I fucking know what I'm doing. I studied that shit. That is my bread and butter, man. The drafting. Now you can't win a fantasy football league with your draft, but you can sure lose it with one. And I will make sure that you don't lose your draft. I'll tell you, value. It's all about value. There's so many little factors into it. And that's why when I do my fantasy 101, I'll be talking a lot about the draft strategy. When it comes time, like around say late June, early July, I start doing my fantasy draft shows and getting you prepared for the draft. Oh man, Dude, it's going to be money. You're going to love it. All right. I can't wait. So, but for this week, week 17, anyone out there got any questions? Hit me up there. Let's get back to, I'm going to go over some more of these injuries here. So, so like I said, Dalvin Cook is out. Alexander Madison in. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. He sucks. Go with someone else. You know, pick up Ty Montgomery, pick up Darrell Williams, you know, whatever you got to do. But Alexander Madison, just I don't like him. Don't like him. And watch, he's gonna fucking blow it up today. But no. In all seriousness, I think it's actually Kirk Cousins Day. I think Kirk Cousins wants to, he wants to pad his stats a bit. He wants to prove that he's a good, quarterback. He wants to go into the offseason with his, you like that shit, So no, I definitely like Kirk Cousins today. I think Kirk Cousins will have a great game. I think that I think it's going to be weird because I think Adam Thielen and Jefferson are going to have a pretty good game, but I do think that they'll probably shut them down or they'll play them a little bit less. And I think that's going to open some stuff up for Irv Smith. It's not the best matchup this week for Irv, but I just have a feeling that they're going to shut some stuff down with the other two and they're going to pump him up a bit. Hey, good DFS play, good tight end play if you need it. If you've been playing with Kelsey and he's going to get shut down today, then pick up Irv if you can. That would be my advice to you. I think Irv Smith will have a good game. But I still think I'm still start Jeffy, still start Thielen. Get Jefferson out there, get Thielen out there. They're still going to have good games. It's just not going to be as good, and I think that there's going to be less attention paid to them, and that will open things up a little bit for Irv Smith. So then next up here on the other side of the ball, of course, Kenny Galladay's still out of there. I think Swift will have a good game. I think that Swift wants to prove that he deserves a big payday coming up, and I agree. I think Swift next season is going to be a steal wherever he goes. I think he's going to go third round, and he's going to be a fucking steal. I think his value is going to be somewhere around a borderline first round, second round by the end of the season. But like I said, he's going to go in probably about the third round. So I think he's going to be a steal. And if you're thinking in Dynasty, hang on to him. Absolutely hang on to this guy. But this week, start him up. I love Swift this week. As far as the Lions offense, is really about it. I think Daniels is playing again. So let's not start any of the pass catchers, right? Swift is the way to go. That's it for them. Damon Harris is out, which makes the Sony Michel interesting. But I'm still not I'm still not sold on him. Sorry. Need a little caffeine boost right there. James White's going to be James White. He's going to do the same thing no matter who the fuck's starting there. But Sony Michel, dude, I don't understand, man. Sony Michel was killing it a couple years ago. And then all of a sudden, they gave up on him. But why'd you give up on him? He was doing pretty good. He was kind of injury prone, but he's doing pretty good. So it's Bellatrix. Honestly, if you have other options, go with them. But, if you're in a deep league and he's available, Michelle, maybe. It depends on what you have. But if you're playing for a championship, chances are you have better options, and I would go that route. I don't know if I wouldn't even play him DFS, honestly. Frank Gore, the Jets, he's going to be out. Ty Johnson, he's in. Ty Johnson plays all right, as well as a running back for the Jets can play. When you're starting running back, if you're starting running back for the Jets, it's like being a CEO of a porta potty, right? Who the fuck cares, You can wear your suit and tie, but you're still the master of shit. So it doesn't matter. So that's what I'm saying. Ty Johnson, sure, he's going to be starting out running back for the Jets. He He could now. He actually, I think he's got some talent. To be honest with you, I do like this kid. I like him as far as an individual talent. But because he's on the Jets, that kind of holds him back a bit. Let's see. I'm just looking at the. Again, if you haven't seen this, go check out the tweet from Adam Schefter. He's talking about all the players that are out Sunday. It's not even really a complete list, but it's most of them anyway. The other ones you can probably figure out. Here's a big one though. It's Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley's out, but you know who's in is John Brown. John Brown's back. That right there is a sneaky DFS play because he hasn't been in, so they haven't boosted him up. He's going to be the number 2 pass catcher right there. And if they shut down Diggs early, they're going to still play Brown because Brown needs to play. He needs to get the blood flowing. He needs to get ready for the playoffs. I predict a big game for Brown. Gabriel Davis might do well too. But I think Brown's going to do well. I think Brown's going to do well in his game back. Now, could they hold him back? Maybe. If they do, he ain't going to have a good game. But I'm telling you, all right, I'll put it this way. If Brown plays at least 50% of the snaps, he's going to have a good game. That's all I'm saying. Another DFS play right there that's good. Yeah, sure. But yeah, Cole Beasley been out. Dude, Cole Beasley, man. This season, holy shit. This guy, I know he was good. I mean, he was like a flex guy, but this guy was like wide receiver 2 this season. I mean, easily wide receiver 2. And I think next season it's going to be interesting because I do know that I predicted it earlier. Everyone was like, oh, Diggs ain't going to be shit. He's whatever. Josh Allen, but everyone was down on them. I knew that the trade. That Diggs, with Diggs going to Buffalo, I fucking knew he was gonna blow up, dude. I knew that Josh Allen was gonna go, oh yes, thank you. Finally, I've got someone good to throw to, and yeah, he did. And then Cole Beasley comes in like, you forget about me? No, he didn't forget about you. You're blowing it up. That's the thing, though. With the Buffalo Bills, you don't know what's gonna happen. Because they can all catch the ball because Josh Allen's accuracy has improved so much. Who the fuck saw that coming? Me. This is what I'm saying. Next season, most of the guys that I said are going to be good or bad, and that was different than what most analysts were thinking. And when I went against the grain, most of the time, I fucking panned out well. I just. There were some guys I was wrong about. I was wrong about DJ Moore. I thought DJ Moore was going to fucking blow it up this year. But I didn't factor in that whole, Matt Rule, Robbie Anderson connection from Temple. And I didn't think that was going to play in quite as much, but oh boy, did it ever. Holy shit. So, you live, you learn. Anyway, let's move on. DJ Chark is out. LaVisca Chenault, giving him the bump up. I'm not even really doing a benches and bumps, but fuck, there it is. I like Chenault. I like what he's been doing. That's another guy who next year, Dynasty, hold on to him. I got him in this. I'm in a new Dynasty league this year. I'm holding on to the motherfucker. I'm telling you. We get to hold on to one rookie that, I might be holding on to him. See, the thing is I have him and I have Cam Akers, but, it's only a one running back and one flex. And I've got Dalvin Cook and I've got Christian McCaffrey. I'm okay there. See, it's one of those weird leagues where you get to keep all right, so you're going to keep one you get to keep one guy like a franchise guy, and then another guy you get a unrestricted free agent. It's really interesting, actually. And then you get to keep a rookie. So my free agent and my franchise guy are going to be Dalvin Cook and CMC respectively. So I don't really need running back. So I can let Akers go. Instead, I'm going to keep Chenault. Love him. Got a question here, Matt. All right. We talked about Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Both got downgraded in projection points. I know that they did because they're going to play half a game. I think they're going to play a little more than half a game, but it's going to be like they're going to be playing like it's like week 3 of the preseason. You know what I mean? So, as long as they have a big lead, which they probably will, I think that yeah, they're going to be like shortly after they could probably play like one series or so after the half. But the thing is, it doesn't matter because if you've been paying attention, you'll see that Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs in the first half of the game can put up as many points as most quarterback wide receivers duos do in a whole fucking game. So if you sit them, you risk losing out. I mean, you're trying to be smart. I get it, but you risk losing out on those points. I think that they're still going to have a pretty good game. Let's see. All right, let me see here. Allen, Brady, or Rivers, huh? Whew. All right, I think that the spot that Brady's in is a little more locked up, but I still think he plays a bit. But I'm actually more. I don't know. I've been thinking about okay, so I have in my rankings reflect a little bit different than this. In fact, I'm going to take a look right now. But I've been thinking about it. Especially like the Tom Brady thing, because I was on him. I was like, let's do it. But the more I'm thinking about it, and the more I'm looking into it, really because of the way that it's like locked up, their position's pretty much locked in. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up my rankings here. But I think that oh man, but I do like Rivers. Like I really like Rivers this week. The thing about Rivers is this: even if you really like him, it's still looking at like 20 to 25 points, which is not bad, but he's never going to hit a 30 burger. So if you want something solid that you know for a fact the guy's going to play beginning to end, that he's going to have a decent enough game, I would say Rivers is good to go with. If you just need to be able to hang on and you need those points. If you just if you are either ahead or you're like way behind and you need to fucking hit it big, don't go with Rivers. But if you're like, if you feel like you're pretty much even with your guy, I would say yeah, give Rivers a shot, honestly, of those three. So things change. That's the thing about week 17. I'm finding, my rankings toward the beginning of the week have changed because every day there's more news. There's more things you find out. They're saying, oh, we're actually going to shut this guy down. Oh, we feel like we've got this sewn up. Oh, whatever. And things change. So I love my rankings show, but my rankings this week they've had to change so much. And really, of those three, the most solid start might just be Rivers. I love Josh Allen. I think that, like I said, he's going to go out about halfway through the third quarter, maybe, unless there's some. Hold on, I'm taking a look at some things here. I'm gonna trying to bring up my rankings still. My computer's been fucking slow. It's pissing me off. Josh Allen. And Rivers. Take a look at something here. All right. See, I don't know. I mean, I still like Rivers. I think that I think versus Miami could they could play well, and if they do, then Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, they're still going to play. They're still going to be there. They're still going to need them. So you can't really bank on that. You can't say, okay, well, they're going to sit Allen and Diggs because you can't really bank on that because the Buffalo Bills they still want to win because they still want to get higher seeding. So I don't think they're going to shut them down right away. I really don't. So I think they will eventually, but it's going to be probably about halfway through the third quarter, maybe even into the fourth quarter. But if the Dolphins are competing with them, they might play the whole game. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. But I think either way, I think that I think they'll have a better game than Brady. I think Allen will have a better game than Brady. But if you just need like something solid to make sure that like nothing fucking goes wrong, then I think Rivers is a good play. Let's see. Let's go with points playing full game or Allen. But will Brady score more points playing a full game or Allen 3/4 of a game? I don't think Brady plays the whole game. I think Brady plays about the same. I think that they play about 3/4. I think it's going to be about the same, honestly. I think Blaine Gabbert's going to get in there a little bit. Yeah. So really what you're doing is you're saying, do you like 3/4 of Josh Allen versus 3/4 of Tom Brady? I'm going to go with 3/4 of Josh Allen. Yes, I do like Brady's matchup a little bit more, but it's hard to bet against Josh Allen, okay? Jesus, I love this guy. I fucking picked him from the beginning. I said, this is the guy that this year, he's going to be the Lamar Jackson of this season. People were saying it's going to be Kyler Murray. I said, well, it might be Murray. It could be Murray. But I thought Josh Allen is going to be the Lamar Jackson of this season. And I was fucking right. I was on. So, that being said, go with Josh Allen, man. If you want to go with one of those two, go with Josh Allen. If you're afraid that they're going to not play as much, go with Rivers. But if you look at it and you're comfortable with 3/4 of either of those guys, give me 3/4 of Josh Allen over 3/4 of Tom Brady. That's just my thoughts on it. Thank you for the question. Good question. I'm going to go back to the injuries here. Or not injuries, but like players that aren't playing. I mean, some of them are injuries, some of them aren't. DJ Chark, James Robinson. That's a bummer for the Jags. I don't like it. I don't like that. They're just tanking. They don't need to. But they do want to see who they've got in their rookies. So, I don't know. James Robinson's like banged up, whatever. So they're going to go with Dare Ogunbowale. I hope the God that I said that at least close to right. I'm sorry, Dare, if I didn't. But they want to see what they have with this guy. He's not a bad start. Let's, think about it. So let's go over this for just a second. Apologize here. For some reason, my computer's being slow and my rankings aren't coming up. Come on. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, I think that the Jags, they've got Indy. But, yeah, I think that Indy is it's in garbage time. They're going to want to see what this kid has. They're going to want to see what Chanel has. I think these two could have good garbage time games. Dari and Chanel. I think that, on the other hand, if you're in the championship game, chances are you have better running back options. See, there's a lot of the top running backs are actually on the teams that need to play. So you're not, other than like Dalvin Cook, when you're talking about the top running backs, other than Dalvin Cook, and because of the COVID thing out now, Alvin Kamara, you're not looking at too many that you're needing to sit. So you're not needing a lot of help there. But if you need help at wide receiver, Laviska Shenault, I think, has a good game today. So let's move on. Julio's out. Again, Ridley's going to fucking kill it. That was my fantasy ride or die. I said it in the beginning of the season to people that listened, which was fucking no one because it's just like my friends. Next season, though, all my predictions they're gonna be on the line. I'm gonna fucking stand by them too. I'll tell you who my fantasy ride or die is next season when I get there. But my fantasy ride or die for this season was Calvin Ridley. I said it. I said I think that Calvin Ridley is going to have a better year. That he's going to have more fantasy points than Julio Jones. Now, obviously, Julio was dealing with like some injury issues, like hammy and all that shit. But I think still, even if he was still playing in there, I think Calvin Ridley would be the guy by the end of the season. I think that next year, Calvin Ridley is going to be the top guy for Matt Ryan. And I think Calvin Ridley is going to be, he's a second-round guy. I think he's going to be a wide receiver 1. I love this kid from the very beginning. Like when I saw them like from the draft, I was like, holy shit, him and Julio, oh damn. Only a shitty ass coach could fuck that up. Anyway, luckily you guys got rid of him. Your shitty ass coach anyway, for you Falcons fans out there. And I know that there's a very special Falcons fan to me who's sitting there in the back with my baby girl who's probably watching this. Ion, love you. And your Falcons are going to be better next year because they got rid of fucking Quinny Boy. All right? I don't know who they'll pick up as a coach, though. That's an interesting conversation right there. What are the Falcons going to do for their head coach? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about what do we got here? Oh, yeah. So Chris McCaffrey's out. Mike Davis is out. So who the fuck are the Panthers going to play at the running back? I don't fucking know. I have no idea. But most likely, what did I do? When did I put that? Hold on. Give me just a second here. Sorry about that. Oh, my information here. What have we got? It is. Bear with me. So anyway, like I was saying, so I got Rodney Smith ranked this week. And I think that it's going to be him. I think that if you're going to bank on one of them to play and to play the whole game, you're going to go with him. Trenton Cannon, I think he's good talent, but I just don't think he's ready for this. I think he might come in a couple of plays, but it's going to be mostly Rodney Smith. But I don't think that they're going to be running a whole lot. I think that the guy that's going to have the best game for the Panthers is going to be Curtis Samuel. I think that he is the gadget guy for that team. If they don't have anything else going on, they end up going to him. So anyway, that's that. We're almost done here. So if you have any questions, any other questions, Matt, or whoever else might be on looking, go ahead and ask. I didn't fucking advertise too much for this one. I didn't do pretty much any promoting for my last video. Just because it's New Year's, I had a lot of shit to do. So I put up the video. In fact, I had to put that shit out a day late because shit got fucked up with so I had the Clockwork Orange mix of some classical music on there. To Beethoven, they didn't like that. Not only did they not like it to the point where like, well, we're not going to monetize it if it was monetized. They're like, no, we're going to block your fucking video. We're not even going to let anybody see it. So I sat there for a fucking day with my video on. Nobody could fucking see it. So I had to re-edit it, re-upload that shit. I couldn't fucking believe it. So nobody knew it came out. It had hardly any views. Anyway, hey, week 17, right? Matt, if you're the only person I help win a championship, I'm happy. I want to fucking see your shit, dude. Send me your fucking shit. Let me know how you're doing, my man. All right? So if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to fucking peace out of here because there's not much really else to go over. The 49ers wide receiver, Kendrick Bourne, maybe. But I don't even think they're going to fucking throw it much to anyone other than Kittle and probably even Jordan Reed. they're going to go with 2 tight end sets. They're going to go with the running game. I think it's going to be a big game for Jeff Wilson. All right. Deshaun Jackson out, like whatever. You don't even know what good. Dallas Goedert's out. Hey, Ertz might have a good game. Greg Ward might have a good game. Alshon Jeffrey might have a good game. Either way, Hurts is going to have a good game because he'll probably just run it in himself. Or he might do that thing like Bugs Bunny where he'll like fucking throw it and run it and catch it and fucking dude. Could you imagine somebody doing that shit? I wonder if that like ever happened. Because we saw like Brett Favre's first completion was to himself. Like, what if like a quarterback fucking threw the ball, he hit it, he caught it, and he fucking runs it down and scores a touchdown? Would he get the touchdown points for both being a receiver and quarterback? That'd be crazy. That'd be nuts. I can see it happen. But anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna peace out of here because there's not much showing up. It's just Matt and Ryan stopped by and a few other people in and out. So I really don't have much else to say left here anyway, like I said. If you have any questions or whatever, hit me up on either on Twitter or on the Facebook chat. But anyway, Matt, thank you for being such a loyal fan. Thank everybody else for coming and seeing me. I'm going to finish this beer real quick. This is to everyone in your week 16, all right? Or week 17 for your championship, all right? You're in a shitty fucking week, but you're going to do it. Look at my rankings. Kill it, all right? Here we go. To week 17, to the final Tinker Stinker of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next year. I'm going to be bigger, better. Well, I won't be bigger. I'm going to lose some weight. I'm going to lose more weight. I lost 50 pounds already this past year. I'm going to lose some more, all right? But I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better than ever, okay? Draft time is where the fantasy tyrant shines. Don't forget it, all right? Love you all. Good luck. Thank you so much for your support. Here's to y'all for your Week 17 championship, all right? Good stuff. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Have a happy new year. Good luck this week. Love you all. Peace. I'm out.